Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Hello, and welcome to Let's Sip and Talk with Prima. So today we have a special guest, WOE Baby 10K. She's a rapper, upcoming rapper. She says she's been doing it for about a year now, but I'm pretty sure it's been longer than that. But maybe she's just really getting into the groove of things, putting herself out there. Remember what we always say, be kind to others. You never know what one is going through. It doesn't cost a thing to be kind. Also, don't forget Valentine's Day is coming up, people. Make sure you get your wine glass delights. Nicole does an awesome job with her chocolate covered strawberries. They taste so good. I had to stop myself from eating them. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead and place your orders with me or Nicole today. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring on WOE Baby 10K. And y'all ignore my Yorkies in the background. Y'all know how to do. They want to get interviewed too. So here we go. Let's go ahead and bring on WOE Baby 10K. Hello, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm fine. First and foremost, look like you're at work. So thank you for taking the time out to come on and chop it up with us for a little bit today.
I appreciate you for having me.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So for the ones that may not know you, tell us a little about yourself.
I'm WOE Baby 10K. I'm a upcoming rapper. I'm from Orangeburg, South Carolina. I've been rapping like almost a year. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what made you decide you wanted to become a rapper? How'd you know you had what it takes?
Well, I actually used to love writing. Like ever since I was young, I always had a passion for writing. So I've tried like writing poems and short stories. I wrote a book about my life. It was called Broken Pieces Still Fit, but I never actually got it published. So I was like, since I like to write so much, I was gonna try to take a different way with it. So when I started writing music, it was like it came natural.
Wow.
And then I got in the studio and start recording. It was just like I fell in love with the sound of my voice. I fell in love with just everything about it, and I just been rapping ever since.
Okay. So you do the music that you write, is that based upon your life as well, or you just kind of stem and talk about whatever?
All my music is really based on my true feelings, things I went through, things I've done, things I'm currently experiencing. So it's just easier for me just to write to things that I've actually dealt with versus just making up things.
Right. So
Yeah.
it comes more natural that way because you're not making it up. Do you ever think that you'll be I don't know if this even makes sense. Maybe you can correct me, a fiction writer. Does that make sense as far as, you know how they say some rappers just be rapping about things they never went through? Do you think you'll ever start just, putting a little bit of something different in there?
I think I will as time go on. But for now, I think I'm going to just stick to what's more real.
Okay.
Because it's, with my fans and stuff, I don't want to just be out there telling them a whole bunch of stuff that ain't true.
Right.
So music is kind of a form of expression for me to open up and for people to get to know me. So when I'm putting my music out there, I have to put things in it that's really real for me, for them to get to know me.
Okay. So what gave you, first of all, WOE Baby 10K. How'd you come up with that? Where did that come from?
Well, I actually have a homeboy. His name is Stacks.
Okay.
And he go by Woe Boy Stacks. But we started a brand called 10K.
Okay.
And 5, 6, 7 of us. It's a group of us. And everybody kind of got like the 10 in their name.
Gotcha.
And the brand 10K is like we just ran with it. And then he kind of just gave me the name like Baby 10.
Okay.
And stamped the K behind it. And I just start rapping and using that name. And it's stuck. So it's like I ain't never change it.
I like it. It's very catchy, so it definitely is a good hump to it. So do you be performing and all that good stuff?
I do. I actually have a show this Saturday in Atlanta.
Okay.
out tomorrow to head to that. I also have another show on the 28th. I'll be in Atlanta performing live at Coast to Coast. That's like one of the largest showcases. Um,
Wow.
upcoming music I'm working on. So yeah, I just have my hands full with a lot.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Keep up the good work. Are you nervous when you first performed in front of an audience? Were you nervous? How was that for you?
You know the crazy thing, my first time ever performing was at Atlantis. And this is the craziest story. I had this friend, he picked me up from work one day and I was thinking he was taking me home.
Mm.
We end up at Atlantis. So I was like, where are we going? And he would just like flood the streets. So that was my first time ever like going to a show where I actually had to like perform.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
nervous. And then it was like I jumped in the show last minute because with Flood the Streets, it was like I guess different rounds you had to go through before you made it to the
Hmm.
final round. I jumped in the final round.
Oh, wow.
It's like that was my first time. And it kind of I was nervous because I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, it's last minute. I was
Right.
I was going home. I didn't know I was performing. And it was like I was so on the spot. It was just like it was either punk out or do it.
Or
And I
do
was
it. Right.
so I just got on the stage. And it was like ever since that, it just came natural. Like I'm not nervous no more.
That's
Like
good.
yeah, when I get the mic in my hand, it's like I become a different person.
A different person. So with that, I always believe that everything happens for a reason. So maybe it was meant for him to just pick you up and take you straight there. Because like you said, now you're not even nervous. You just be ready.
I think he tricked me because he knew if he would've told me, I would have been like, no, I ain't. Because people that really know me personally, I have real bad anxiety.
Oh, okay.
Open up to people. It's hard for me to be around crowds. Like I was the one in school. I wouldn't even get up in front of the class and do public speaking. I wouldn't read my essays. I would tell the teacher, just give me a zero. I
Oh,
don't want.
goodness.
Yeah, I didn't like crowds. So it's like to transition that fast for me, it really happened overnight. Like
Yeah.
it 7, 8 months ago, I wouldn't even speak to people. And now I'm just in front of a crowd, just performing like I've been doing it.
Well, that's
So
good.
yeah, it happened overnight.
Yeah. Keep up the great work, because it's a gift when you're able to do stuff like that. Like you said, that because you're speaking from experience. You weren't able to do that months ago, but now you're all in and kind of like in this industry, you have no choice, honey. You got
Yeah,
the gift for it. So you just have to go and you have to do it. If
right,
there's anything looking back on life, like I'm a big believer, I don't regret anything I've done. But if
right.
looking back, is there anything that you would change or would have done different? I don't care if it was yesterday, 2 months ago, or 2 years ago. What would WOE Baby 10K change? Nothing?
If I could change anything, I probably would have motivated myself to do music faster.
Okay.
Why I said that, like, I've always been nervous kind of to take different chances and leaps
Mm,
out there. And then it's like the older I got, it's like looking at how I am now from like a few years ago. It's like I'm so adventurous now. I take more chances. I take risks. Like
right.
if it's something I want to do, I just go for
You
it.
do it.
So
Yeah.
if I could change anything, it probably would have been the confidence I have now. I probably should have had it back then because I
Back
would have
then.
been rapping. So yeah,
But timing is everything. So you doing it now. So that's the good thing.
yeah.
Dre said, whoa.
Whoa, what's up?
I love it. I love it. I love it. So as far as being that you're doing this now, has you noticed that your personal life, has that changed for you? Like friends, family, some people just don't get it. Has any of that changed? And remember, I said, if I ask you anything that you don't want to answer, you definitely don't have to.
I'm an open book. That's one thing about me. I'm very honest. I don't really sugarcoat nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But with that question, I would say a lot has changed. And the reason why I say that, you're gonna have people that you think gonna believe in you, and they
Mm-hmm.
don't. And it be the ones that you always believe in, the ones you always supported, the ones you feel like, oh, I know for sure they gonna support me. And those be the ones that don't.
You don't.
And then you meet strangers that you never spoke to, never had no contact with before, and they be your biggest fans, the biggest people that support you. And then it's like you have people around you that been around you, and then they see you chasing a dream now, and everybody act funny. So
Right.
since rapping, I will honestly say I lost friends. People
Wow.
that I thought was for me switch up. I fell out with people.
Oh wow.
Like, yeah, it's crazy. But I was expecting all that to happen in the process.
Yeah.
Because you got people you think your friend, they'll be looking at you like you crazy, like, and
Right.
like they don't see your vision. But I
Mm-hmm.
got to a point, the things you see and the visions and goals you have, everybody not gonna see it. Everybody ain't gonna believe in you. Everybody ain't gonna motivate you.
Yeah.
But like it's just part of it. Is you gotta be all in with it.
That's right. Absolutely. Exactly, Dre. Right.
Right.
Loyalty is real said the truth. And that's so real. I just heard that this morning because I listen to like motivational stuff as I'm getting dressed sometimes. Sometimes I listen to music. But this
Right.
morning, that's exactly what I heard. You know, that's your vision. That's your dream. You can't expect everybody else to understand it. You just can't expect it. So we just got to keep it pushing. So it sounds like you have a great mindset because, you know, on this journey, this thing called life, this is our life, you know,
Right.
so we can't expect everybody else to just fall into place. And then it always, 9 times out of 10, it is the strangers that support us.
It is.
It is.
All my support mostly come from strangers. People that I probably just met months ago when I started rapping, or people I've come in contact with in the club through doing music, people that I don't even know, or people I just met this year. It's like, I have some support from, like my family and stuff like that. But far as like people that you mostly think you're friends, those are not the ones that
Yeah.
support you. And
Yeah.
it be people that was trying to be your friend before you even started doing something. Like people that was trying to be cool with me and that I thought was my friend before I started doing music. It's like now they just look at you funny. It's like they
Right.
you don't know what wrong with them.
Don't know what's wrong with them.
Yeah. But
And
I
look,
also
it don't even
realize
matter to us.
you have hate and envious people, and sometimes
Mhm.
it comes from the people that you think are for you. And that's why you can't always expect people to be on your side because it's like some people prey on your downfall.
Mhm.
I
Yes,
realize.
that's the truth. Hey Melvin, thank you for tuning in. Dre said people you met days ago.
He was one of those. He was one of those people. I've been knew Dre, but it's like we just recently started, like connecting, and he
Okay.
has help. So it's like, yeah, people you just started networking with, or do more
Right.
for you, or help you, than people you really think for you.
Absolutely. Hey Justina.
Hey, Justina.
And that's real. And one thing I always say, you don't know unless you ask. You know, if it's something you want to know, I don't care who it is. They can say no, yeah, they can give you feedback, resources, or they can't. But we won't know unless we put ourselves out there. Lewis said, never expect a you from anyone. I always say that, Lewis. Thinking
Mhm.
about the way you give it up for them. It's not going to happen. We are individuals for a grand reason. We all have individual gifts and tasks from God. Stay tunnel vision of your grind. Keywords yours. Absolutely.
Exactly. They
100%. Justina said, I didn't know she had it in her. Look, we know now, ain't it, Justina?
A lot of people didn't because I was always so quiet and shy. So it's like people didn't know how to take it when I started rapping.
I love it. I love it. Hey, Lewis. So, Dre said, Justina, where my information? Justina, he waiting on something. So, where do you get your style from? Like, I love the picture you sent me with the braids. You were coordinated from head to toe. So, like, where do you get your style from? Where do you come up with that?
Actually myself, like one thing about me, I'm big on being different.
Love
I've
it.
never wanted to be like nobody else. I never wanted to fit in with nobody else. So my style always been something to just make me stand out. I love colors. So anybody that know when I get my hair braided, shout out to Latanya Glenn on the braids. Get your hair braided by her. Get her up on Facebook at Latanya Glenn, Orangeburg Braider.
Okay.
She my braids. I go to her. I want to try different colors. It might be something that different hair she have at the house, and I'm just like, well, you ain't tried that color yet. Just throw that in with this one. It's like we just experiment, and it's like whatever color it turn out, I just go with it.
You just
It's just
go with
like,
it.
yeah, and it's like I've never been a type to dress very provocative. Like some
Mm-hmm.
females feel like you have to show skin. Me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just me. Like I'm
Right.
I'm a girly girl, but I'm tomboyish. I prefer sneakers over heels. I don't wear makeup. It's just my style is
It's your
just,
style.
I don't know, it's just me.
Can't you see even your style from they cannot see through your eyes? Absolutely, because it's your vision. But
Right.
just like you said, even though you just started this not too long ago, even from your style, like you said, you always the one, you know, the colors, the braids being different. And in the industry, you have to stand out. So you
Yeah.
already had everything it takes. You had the talent of writing, you know, your style and all that. So now you just put it into play. You ain't
Yeah.
had a lot of work to do. You
Everything.
already had it.
Oh, it works out perfectly.
It works out perfectly. It works
Yeah.
out perfectly. So one thing I always ask, and then I'm gonna let you go. I normally try not to keep individuals too long because normally everyone that comes over here, they have a lot going on, you
Right.
know. So normally I always ask, what motivational words or encouraging words would you give the little girls out there that want to follow your footsteps, but maybe are scared to go out there and do it? What would you tell them to do?
I would definitely tell them to follow your dreams. That's the main thing. I don't care how crazy it sounds. I don't care if you want to be the president of the United States. I don't care what it is you want to do. Don't ever let somebody tell you you cannot do something or it's impossible. Like, you have to chase your dreams, even if it look crazy, sound crazy, or people think you crazy. Like, just go after your dreams. That's all I can really tell them.
Okay, go
Like,
after it. Go after your dreams. Don't let nobody stop you.
you gotta believe in yourself, because if it don't start with you, ain't nobody else gonna do it.
Yeah.
Hey, Faith, thank you.
Natasha said, much props for being a woman, knowing sexy doesn't always have to mean naked.
Thank you. Yeah, it doesn't. Like, it's nothing wrong with, females showing skin, but personally, I
Uh-oh.
feel like I have to do it. So
And
it's
you
like,
shouldn't have to. You keep that up. Faith said, you're welcome, love. I love it. I love it. Well, is there anything that we did not discuss that you want to put out there in the universe?
no, I just got some upcoming music. Just be on the lookout for that. I will have a video dropping soon.
Okay.
I am open to do like features and hooks and stuff. So if anybody want to see any open verses to me, you can email me at nikeg96@gmail.com and we can work. I appreciate you for having
I
me.
appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time out. I appreciate it. And as we always say on Let's Sit and Talk with Freema, peace and love.
Peace and love.